Uh, Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a very common but very important question: why MBA? But instead of giving you a very basic answer, I want to answer this question from my own journey. I'm currently pursuing an MBA in international business from UPS Dehradun, and for me, this decision was not very random. It came from observing the world around me and asking one very simple question: how do business actually create impact? Coming from a business background family, I have seen how marketing works, how finances are actually done, how we acquire new customers, how we retain customers. And this is where my interest in MBA started. First of all, I choose MBA because I wanted to understand how business actually works in real world. Before MBA, I used to see brands, advertisement and companies just as consumers do. Normally. Seriously, normally. But now I look at them very differently. I try to understand why a company is making a certain decisions, how they are targeting consumers, and how they are managing their resources. In MBA, I'm learning about marketing, finance, operations, and strategy. But more importantly, I'm learning from all these functions correct with each other. For example, a marketing decision cannot be taken without considering the finance and operations. They both must align with the customer demand. Secondly, MBA is helping me develop skills that I know I will need in my future. Communication is one of them. Earlier, expressing ideas clearly was not always easy for me, but through presentations and discussions, even case studies, I'm becoming more confident in myself. I'm improving my problem solving skills. Case studies and assignment push me to think practically instead of just memorizing the concepts. I'm learning how to analyze situation, consider different options, and take various types of decisions I thought I would never take. Another important reasons why I chose MBA is career growth, but not just in terms of salary. For me, career growth means having clarity about what I want to do and building the capability of achieving it. MBA is giving me exposure to different domains like marketing, finance, and international business, which is helping me understand where my interests really lies. Since I'm specializing in international business, I'm especially interested in understanding how global markets trade and how companies operate across the borders are in today globalized world. Businesses are not limited to one country, and I want to be the part of the global environment. Another big reason is networking. For me, networking is one of the major reasons why I choose MBA. During my MBA, I'm meeting people from different backgrounds, different cities, and different perspectives. Here, everyone has a different observation and different opinion about everything. This is helping me learn a lot, and not just academically but also personally. Sometimes the best learning comes from the discussion with the peers and friends, and not on in the textbooks. Also, this connection helps in the future because opportunities often come through people. MBA is also giving me exposure to the real world through internships, projects, and industry interactions. I'm getting a practical understanding of how companies actually functions. This is very different from what we are just studying in the theory. One thing I have personally experienced in MBA is that MBA changes your mindset completely. Earlier, I used to look at problems simple way, but now I try to analyze them from different angles. I think more logically, and I try to understand what is the bigger picture around it. For me, MBA is also about stepping out of my comfort zone. Earlier, I was very underconfident, very shy, but now I have to manage deadlines, handle pressures, work in teams. All these experiences are helping me grow as a person for me myself. Let me also be honest here, MBA is not easy and it's not for everyone. If someone is doing it for just for the degree or because others are doing it, then it may not be very useful. MBA requires effort, consistency, and clear purpose. For me, the purpose is very clear. I want to build a career where I can understand business deeply, contribute to solving real world problems, and work in a dynamic and global environment. Why MBA is a step forward that goal. If I have to describe MBA in one line, I would say MBA is not just a degree, it is a transformation. It transforms the way you think, the way you communicate, and the way you approach your problems. In conclusion, the answer to why MBA is different for everyone. But for me, it is about gaining the right knowledge, developing practical skills, building meaningful connections, and preparing myself for the real world challenges. Thank you.